Aloha, everybody. Welcome back. Grab your favorite cool, refreshing beverage as I go over what happened this week. First and foremost, Afterglow saw Arnim join, as well as Dark Souls seeing Classic and Hunters join. However, Dark Souls saw Sam leave. As for future events, SRT, Spitfire, Rally, and Touge are still hosting their Akina Timeattack this Sunday. Be there. And if you still need all the information for that, a link to their Discord page can be found in the description below. But the long and short of it is, people will be driving down and up Akina in either a Kudos JDM car, or even a Touge Workshop car. Whichever one you desire. You yourself pick the car, and you get a fancy skin to go along with it. Custom made, custom tailored, just for you. So the trick with this time attack, it being 2 hours long, it is an endurance race, boys, is you have to deal with oncoming traffic. So, even though you may think you're the fastest down Akina, with oncoming cars coming at you left and right, you'll be hard-pressed to get your perfect run down. Long and short, it's anybody's game. As for the following week, we have Battlestage. And for Battlestage, next Saturday, not this one after this video comes out, the one after it, the track of choice for this glorious battle, it's going to be Route 45. She's a little bit of a bumpy boy at some parts. You got to be careful. Sometimes braking early is better than braking late, seeing as you can't brake mid-air. Well, I think first and foremost, and now onto mod review. So, Fire Truck, we're reviewing Zao Echo Line today, and how optimized is it for you?
Let's see. No. I can't even give any other answer other than just no.
Back onto mod review. Okay. Okay, yes. So, it's not optimized well. I can handle it, but I haven't tried it on my shit top yet, and I'm a little afraid to try it on my shit top. As for the overall flow of the cores, I have many opinions on that, but
Yeah, that's one way of wording it. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna begin comparing it to the real life road
Because it's not comparable.
I mean, it's got the turns.
Long story short,
right? It's got the turns right.
I mean,
that's about it.
It's got the order of the turns right. It feels like it's just a bunch of copy-pasted hairpins.
Well, you're not wrong.
So I suppose it's got the right sort of orders in this is a left, this is a right, but I'd be interested to actually get a map of this road and then like Google Maps and overlay the two and see how they compare.
Ooh, that would be interesting. The only thing I did was actually use Street View on Google Maps to see what the road actually looked like, and
I didn't, but I already know that it's nothing like that.
Yeah, so
I can already confirm that.
On the Assetto,
this is at like a 20-degree incline.
Yeah,
but there's no sort of variation to the road. It's just a solid 20-degree incline with the road sort of like slapped on like a sticker. So if I'm going to go around a hairpin, I noticed an incline because every time I tried to make a fucking turn, it was basically bad camber throwing my car off the course.
Oh, that explains so much now. That explains so much.
I guess it's literally just a ramp with the road sort of plastered on.
I couldn't figure out why some corners just felt like I had no grip on it.
Yeah, that's right. It's the fucking camber throwing your car off.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
That is
That makes
that is
sense now, doesn't it?
that is so no. You don't do that. You don't drive on the side of a mountain like, oh yeah, my car's tipping to the outside. This is fine. This is fine. If it's icy, I'll just die.
Let's put it this way, I don't think the whole water in the cup holder trick's going to be working on that road.
And it'll be a situation of glasses half full or half empty.
Let's see, so I've got to make sure that the cup doesn't spill, just goes round a hairpin, doesn't even drift, doesn't even break, doesn't even do anything. But just the very act of turning means that the slope of the mountain throws half the water into the passenger side door.
Oh my word. Yeah, when I was comparing it to like the Google Maps, I didn't even the elevation decline isn't remotely close. Not to mention the foliage, while it's like copy pasted all over the place, it looks not bad in Assetto.
It's not bad looking, but it's clear that it's copy pasted. It looks like he's used some sort of like spline drawer that you could get in like the old train simulator games, or you could. I think you can get them in Roblox too.
Well,
where you basically just set up that the road and the foliage either side is just one line that you can draw, and it looks like he's done that. So the foliage is part of that line that's been drawn.
well, the thing is that the real life road, you can see over the top of the foliage into like the valley below.
Oh, this one looks like the fucking. This one looks like Trump has come along with a few trees and built a wall. Like you can't see anything outside.
Forest.
Yeah, like the only outside of like the main road that you can see is the mountain backdrop that goes over the top, and well,
like
most places have that, so it's not really too remarkable.
Looking at the Google Maps of it, I would have thought it would have been easier to try and make it closer to the real life equivalent because there's just so much less foliage. It's just sky and you got a little valley below you.
I suppose that would mean having to model the valley, and as we know from the incline of the road, this guy doesn't seem too confident with inclines, so this was probably the lesser of two evils, let's be honest.
I mean, in his defense, right? In his defense, it was his first map.
I could tell.
The corners, the turns on the course, it definitely has a nice flow to it. I think if the elevation was fixed so that it was proper, I think that would actually be pretty bombastic.
If the turns weren't trying to throw your car off into the ether, but the ether was blocked by a solid wall of tree.
Well, I think if the lad fixed the elevation of the road, just not worried about the foliage, just made it so that the road is closer, not one for one, because that's very
because it doesn't need to be one for one, but sort of
like all he needs to do is okay. Is this turn happening over an incline or is it flat here? Determine that, and if it's an incline, guesstimate it. It looks like a 15
it doesn't have to be one. Yeah, it doesn't have to be 101, but if you can get it to within the realm of, sort of realistic, like if you can have people believe that, this is close enough that this feels like the real thing, then that's close enough. Like the Akina maps that you can download, I'm relatively sure none of them are exactly 1-to-1 spot on.
No.
But they're at that point where it's close enough that you can feel that you think, well, this is good enough that I can believe this.
Yeah, so just fix up the road, make sure all the hitboxes are good and dandy, and then worry about the aesthetics of the track. And
yes,
boy howdy, buddy, there you have your work cut out for you on that one.
Yeah, it's a long road ahead, but it's possible. It's possible. That's the first one out of the way. I want to say that's the hard work done, but it's not. But you get the sort of idea. You've gotten that footing now where you can make one solid incline and you can make the road. So now you just need to sort of match the inclines together and develop it a bit more.
Definitely.
Have it be a bit more three-dimensional.
When it comes to road quality, how well it handles on drive, don't settle. Don't settle for anything on how it operates. How it looks, you can settle with that. Aside from that, we've been ripping your arse a big one, lad. But we do it out of love. We do it out of love.
Yes, it's tough love, but love nonetheless.
No homo.
No, yeah, of course, no homo. No homo.
One
if it's
thing,
worth my time.
One thing to note is that it's compatible with Soul, so kudos, buddy. That was rather nice.
That's a nice little touch. That's definitely something that you can use in the future, knowing how to do that.
Definitely. Like street lamps at night definitely make a world of a difference. If you're using a Japanese road, though, use Japanese road aesthetics. Don't use
American road speed limits, and then the actual road itself was an American one as well. It had the same markings. I picked up on that, but I thought, you know what? It's probably one of his first maps. I'm not going to bother about that too much. But yeah, if you can get correct geographical markings, then it's usually preferable to do so.
If you need like road markings on the ground, look to the 2017 Mount Akina. That has a plethora of road signs that you could use.
Absolutely, there's plenty that you can find just by going through a couple of mod sections on Discord, where you can find tracks and roads that have plenty of stuff that you can use for inspiration and get a general idea of how to lay it all out, what it's all meant to look like, etc., etc.
Do note, however, though, if you do plan on using assets from a different track, if you can get in contact with the creator of that,
don't just twok stuff. Get permission if you're going to use assets. That's definitely something.
Like, just let them know that, hey, yes, I'm using this, just as a courtesy.
Yeah, it's best not to keep mod makers in the dark if you're going to be using their assets, because the vast majority will be fine with you using them, but people prefer to know.
Definitely.
Is the thing. People like knowing where their stuff is going, so it's a good shout.
But I dare say that covers it for this track. Thank you for...
Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
Thank you for joining me, and next week we shall be covering the newly released Evo 4, as well as the Honda Integra.
A Evo that I don't hate. So that'll be an interesting one to go over.
Definitely. Looking forward to it. Catch you all next time. I'm Potato Man, signing off.